been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope show to tech to. Ricky Rigsby. Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A. We go over all the latest news that happened during the week of mobile and answer your questions live. Finally, I am back up and running. Jeez, I cannot tell you guys, it's been a frustrating 2 weeks with my computer just completely, dying on me because external graphics card, which I want to do like if you guys have ever seen Office Space, just how they destroyed the printer is what I want to do with this graphics card. Like I just want to just destroy it and like circle it, with a bat, and I think it would make a good video. What do you guys think? But yeah, so all that being said, let's get to the news. And there is some really big news since I've been away. And the biggest one, of course, has to be the Samsung Fold 2, or what we thought was the Samsung Fold 2, but it's actually something different. So let me get to this because it's a lot to unpack. Kind of intended joke. So Samsung showed off this at their developer conference. It was a different type of fold device that everyone kind of went crazy for. Like, oh my god, this is a Fold 2, this is a Fold 2. It's not the Fold 2. It's not, actually. So what this is something that actually comes out every year, but it is entirely different. So it's something like, when we saw this, we were like, oh, what is this? And it really is not the Fold 2. It's actually something that comes out every year and that Samsung is tweaking. And they're going to even charge more money than it was before. So every year, Samsung comes out with a fold, or with a, I guess you could call it a foldable phone. It just doesn't have a bendable screen. And that is the W series phone. It only comes out in China, is exclusive to China. We cover it every year. Every year it comes out. We talk about it and like, oh man, this would be such interesting fun to have in the US. However, it's ridiculous amount of money. It's more than a Note. So yeah, it's always very expensive. This year, Samsung is going to have this phone be their new foldable phone as well. So it's kind of interesting because I really wonder how much money this phone is going to be, because it's not just going to be this phone, but it's going to be bendable now. Again, this was this much money last year without any kind of fold design. This time it's going to have a fold design and a 5G. And it will come out at the end of the year and it will be exclusive to China. By the way, that means you really can't import into the US because the bands are not going to be made for the US. I've thought about doing that plenty of times with this phone before. It's really not going to work out that well. But every year this comes out, and I'm kind of curious because YouTubers in the US have never covered this phone, ever. It's never happened. Just because, again, it doesn't make sense to. It's for a high price point, and also, although I've always been interested in rocking it, it just doesn't make sense. I wonder if that will change this year, because now Samsung has teased their new bendable phone, again, exclusive to China, and that is the W20, presumably 2020, but they might just change it to now just W20. Because every year it's W2019, W2018, W2017. It comes out every year again, and now this year it's going to come out again, but it will be the 5G. By the way, this phone has never been a slouch. Every year it has the same camera, same specs as the Note. It was actually the first one with a variable aperture before the S series got it. So this phone is going to be very high end. You just won't get it in the US, you won't get it in Europe, you're not going to get it in any countries. It's going to be a China exclusive, which is interesting. Could Samsung change this for the first time ever? But even if they did, would they lower the price on it? Because again, would you pay $3,000 for this phone when we weren't even willing to pay $2,000 for the Fold 1? Even with 5G, I don't know about it. Even with the conversion, even with all that stuff, I just don't know if people would pay that price. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But this is the actual phone that everyone's calling the Fold 2 online. It's not the Fold 2, it's the W20 5G. That is the phone that a lot of people have been talking about in this design. Now, could Samsung change things? And if this is popular, if this catches a lot of people's attention, could this similar form factor be implied or implemented really into the Fold 2? Yeah, it could be. But as of right now, this is Samsung's next bendable phone, exclusive to China, the W20 5G. All right, now speaking of these kind of phones, let's get to the one that will come to the US, and that is the Razr phone. Yes, the Razr phone, not from Razr, but from Moto. See, Moto is releasing their new upcoming Moto Razr phone. The rebirth of the original phones, yada, yada, yada. But here's the thing about this phone. A lot of people have been panning it. I am one as well, that I don't like this kind of bendable phone. I don't see the purpose of it. I don't see, if it's not the size of a tablet, what, I mean, I'm just literally, I'm getting this cut in half and then put here. What's it for? Like, it's shorter, but it's also going to be double the thickness in my pocket. Like, I don't see it as a benefit. A tablet in my pocket, I see as a benefit. That was until I saw these leaks. I will say that when I saw these leaks, I was like, okay, that looks sexy. I cannot deny that looks sexy. I don't know what it is about it, but it just looks better. Now, this is obviously computer image on this device, so will it have a crease? Will it have all that? Will it not look as good in person? Definitely a possibility. I'm also wondering how big of a battery are we getting, because I'm actually betting that the bottom part is going to have most of the parts, including the battery. So I am really not expecting a big battery in this phone. And the fact that this phone is going to be over $1,000, and still we're hearing that it's going to have a Snapdragon 720, I believe it is. What? By the way, it's also going to have a notch. There are things about this phone I don't understand. Like, realistically, I would say, Moto, why don't you just charge $100 more and put the 855 in there, or whatever you need to charge a little bit more. Also, don't put a notch, but yeah. So, here's the thing that's kind of cool about this phone, that I don't understand why they have a notch. So let me explain. First off, you have a camera right here, which they show you can actually take selfies with. So with it closed, you're actually going to be able to take selfies with it like this. Great, now I can take selfies. Also, when I flip it over, that's then my rear camera. Great, perfect, I'm good. Why do I need a notch here? Like, why? What? I mean, I could just, video chat with this screen. I don't need a big screen for video chatting, right? Like, I don't see the purpose of a notch here, and it really annoys me that a notch is there. I think it would look so much better without it. But honestly, the biggest concern I have about this phone is the battery life. That is my main concern with it, and the fact that it's going to have a mid-range processor at $1,000+ price. If it's going to be $1,500 like it's rumored, I don't know who would buy this phone. I love the look of it. The look of it really popped me. This marketing image really grabbed me, and it was just like, man, this is beautiful. But I do not see the purpose and why they've made certain choices. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. I like it in some aspects, but I don't like it in others. So let me know what you guys think. Are you interested in this phone at all? Or is this just kind of another prototype into the next generation? Moto, I would honestly, because why not? I would bring the Droid back. I would so bring the Droid back. See how it would do. A full, what's so cool about the Droid design is you could make a full screen phone, and the coolest thing about it is when you slide it up, the keyboard is where you can have the front camera. So you can have a full screen phone. Slide it up, keyboard's there, plus your camera's there. Hey, now you take selfies with that camera. And then your rear camera is on the back of the phone. You could even make it a thick battery. That is the phone that I think would be more interesting in this day and age, because how would a keyboard be? How would that kind of stuff be? I wish that they would do something like that more interesting. I think it would be, but let me know what you guys think. This is a bendable phone. How do you guys think about it? I still think if you see the new LG G8X, the fact that you have controllers on the second screen, I really think there's something to that, having a keyboard / controller on the bottom of a phone, and then it could be dual screen. So, there's something there that I think is pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys interested in this phone at all, or do you guys just think it looks pretty? All right. In other news, Samsung has patented their augmented reality glasses. Their AR headset. I don't like where it's going, to be quite honest, because this patent shows it would be connected to a phone. You can't do that, Samsung. It has to be Google Glass or the Focals that we tested out recently. That is the future. That is the future. It really, truly is. And I truly do believe Samsung has less than 2 years to really come out with this, because Apple will in 2 years. I don't believe Apple's going to come out with augmented reality glasses in 2020. I believe it's 2021. I believe next year they're really going to go headstrong with their services. And I think 2021 is when you're going to see the Apple AR glasses. The thing that really upsets me is that Google has such a huge lead on this, and they haven't done anything with it. And then Samsung and Google are just going to follow Apple once they start, instead of starting it themselves. I hope I'm wrong, but I feel that that's the way it's going to be. I mean, it's interesting, the augmented reality sensors right here, the glasses part, or the augmented part that you're going to be able to see on right there for the screen. But again, the fact that there's a cable leading somewhere shows me that they do not know what they need to do, and that this will not work. But let's wait and see. I'm curious about this, but you can't make it this techie looking. It really should be what Focals did. I mean, Focals should be the blueprint for everyone right now. It's a much better design than Google Glass ever was. Don't get me wrong, I still want the Dragon Ball Z Scouter. Still would take that in a second. By the way, Google, still, if you, I like I promised you from the beginning, I will spend $1,500 on a Google Glass if you make a Dragon Ball Z Scouter edition. Just saying, you have my money. I will take that over a Galaxy Fold. I mean, I want that. You have to have an app though that obviously does power levels, but yeah. And why doesn't Focals have that yet? Focals needs to have that too. All right, now we have to talk about the big purchase this week. That is, Google has bought Fitbit. A lot of people are talking about it. I am not too interested. I've never honestly been too big of a fan about Fitbit. If you've noticed, I never covered them on my channel. I met with their people at CES, great people, but it was just too many times it would be described as not accurate and all this kind of stuff. Making sure, yeah, okay, everything was good with the chat. Sorry, hey, thank you for the super chat donation. Birthday money super chat, yay. Pre-notification squad, thank you. Thank you both for super chat, Quiet Storm and Alex. Yes, my birth, oh, wait, was it someone else's birthday? It was my daughter's birthday today, and I gave her Nintendo 2DS Pokemon edition, and with a bunch of games on it, so that's what that is. Sorry, just started reading the chat. But yeah, so back to this part. I've never really been interested in Fitbit just because too many times they were inaccurate and all this kind of stuff, and just I don't know. $2.1 billion is a lot of money. Does Google need this? Yes. I mean, they need something for Wear OS. Wear OS is a joke right now out of the 3 watch versions. I don't know. I mean, besides how you can see all the apps, that's better than Apple. But the Apple Watch is better, and Samsung Watch is still the best out there, in my opinion. But yeah, it's just they are so far behind that they need whatever they can to get up. And yeah, I actually don't like Google's fitness tracking. I don't find it to be that good or kind of appealing in any way. I like how Samsung does fitness, and I know a lot of people love the rings of Apple. So I do think that Google needs this, but I think they need more than this. I don't know what they need, but if there's 2 divisions that have been lacking for a long time, it's been Android TV and Wear OS. They are just like, oh, we'll get to it when we get to it kind of thing. Like, it's really something that they need to step up for sure. All right, this news saddened me to no end. As I said, I'm most likely going to be leaving AT&T Now, which is the current streaming service that I have, the cord-cutting alternative that I chose to go with. And I am in between YouTube TV, Sling TV, which is looking to be the best for me and my family, and PlayStation Vue. And this was the one that was kind of getting there. Unfortunately, PlayStation Vue has thrown in the towel. They are closing down as of January. And this really sucks because I will say they lost a lot of channels. I forgot which channels they lost, if it was like the MTV group and like Comedy Central and all of those. But before losing those channels, PlayStation Vue looked to be the best streaming service with the most features back when YouTube TV was in its infancy, back when Sling TV was the only game in town, and PlayStation Vue and AT&T just came along. It just really sucks. Like, I wish this would be better. I actually, what really made me think of it is I was like, man, it's because Sony doesn't have the money to do it. Disney, get into this. Do Disney Plus, Plus Pro, whatever. Copy Apple, I don't care. Plus Maximum. But yeah, I was like, man, if one service could kind of like fill this gap, it could totally be Disney. They have the money and the clout to add a bunch of, like, they would add obviously their Disney Channel and like ESPN and all these ones at a ridiculously low price, and just do it as an add-on to Disney Plus, like Disney Plus Live TV, copy Hulu, whatever. But that would be such an interesting one. Of course, it would, raise Disney's global domination, and I am so excited for Disney Plus launching. You can call me a shill. I completely think Netflix is going to be nothing in a few years because of Disney Plus. I think Disney Plus, Apple TV is not gonna do well. They're giving it away free for a year for a reason. But Disney Plus is really going to be the best streaming service by next year. Mark my words. I've said it for a long time. I've said that if I had the money, I would invest in Disney stock. Not because I'm a shill for them, but because I would want to make money, and I truly do believe they're going to make money. But yeah, Disney Plus, I think it will be the best streaming service. The best cable cutting service, though, I still think there's going to be another player. Because AT&T has gotten too greedy. They're going to be $65 starting off now. YouTube TV went all the way to $50 already. And, I just don't know. Sling TV is still $25 starting off with, but you really have to add it up. I think I'm around 50 in what I will currently pay for Sling TV to have everything I want. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. We'll see how it goes. Oh, and by the way, someone did say cord cutting is too expensive nowadays. I get, they were talking about a package they got from, I forgot who it was, Spectrum, Cox, Time Warner, whatever service, DirecTV, whatever service you're getting. The problem with those is those prices are only good for a year. And that's the problem with them. And they raise the price on you. And that is not sustainable, obviously, because then it's like your price triples or doubles or whatever, and it's just not worth it at the new price as it was at the old price. So that's why I like the idea of cord cutting, even though, to be fair, we're kind of seeing the same thing, right? Because AT&T, when it was DirecTV Now, before it turned into AT&T Now, it was a really good price point. At AT&T Now's new price point, it's not worth it at all. So hopefully, that's why I'm hoping for another player, because you need someone with the clout and the money to make everyone else change. So far, I don't think we've had that. All right, now smartphone sales. So this article is talking about how Samsung and Huawei did raise while Apple did fall. And that is true, but it's just kind of curious to see how everything is turning around. So first off, Samsung did go up 11%. So selling a ridiculous 78 million smartphones in just Q3 of 2019. Really substantial and a big increase from what they normally do. Now, I think the reason they sold more this year is honestly because of their A series smartphones and M series smartphones really stepping up. Especially in A series, I think the A series really stepped it up this year, up to the point where like the J series, their entry level smartphones were really garbage, and yeah, the A series has come in good price, good quality, good phones, and it's showing. Huawei though, who thought Huawei would be shipping this many phones when they're losing Android? 29% increase. That is insane. That is insane. They are up to 66.8 million. Still good, more than 10 million away from Samsung, but they're getting closer. They're getting closer. The question is a year from now, if they do not have Android, will we still see them at this kind of level of sales? I personally don't think so, but we would have to wait and see. That is insane for Huawei to have increased that much in a 3-month period, year over year sales, 51 million to 66 million. It's a substantial increase. Apple, however, has gone down in this quarter, which is interesting, but Q4 is going to be the main one for Apple because iPhone 11 is supposedly more popular than the XR is. So it's going to kind of be curious if Apple will actually go up in sales in Q4, right? For October, November, December. Will in Q4 Apple go up in sales? I do think they will, but they went down 3%. So they're on the downward trend. 7%. Xiaomi went down 3%. I think Xiaomi just hasn't done anything too exciting this year, to be quite honest. Don't even get me started on the Xiaomi watch. We didn't go over it. It's Oppo is up by 6%. I really don't attribute that to Oppo, though. I really attribute it to Oppo's subsidiary, OnePlus. I think OnePlus has done very well, obviously, in a year's time. You've seen them now in carrier stores, and they're doing bigger and bigger in India. I still want that OnePlus TV, but regardless, it really is interesting. And then other smartphone manufacturers are on a downward trend, a negative 14%. You notice LG and certain other manufacturers isn't on here, so that is what it is. I think the Chinese market is obviously really taking over since you have Huawei, Xiaomi, and Oppo here. Google isn't on here, by the way, because it doesn't sell over 30 million phones. So, in a quarter. So, it is what it is. I'm going to kind of be curious to see how this will change in Q4. Again, I do believe Apple will go up in Q4 because I do believe the 11 is a better value than the 10R was. That could be because of the name marketing that I said was genius, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, guys, now we get to the part of the show where I answer your questions live. If you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comment section and I will answer it before the end of the show. Hey, Quadstorm, thank you for the super chat donation. Happy birthday to the YouTube tech girl. Thank you. I will let her know your well wishes. Yes, God, she's 9 years old already, guys. I have a 9-year-old and a 1 month and 1 week year old. So yeah, just actually as of today too, it's Sunday. So yeah, time flies. Geez, it's gonna be Thanksgiving and Christmas already. which, you know, we'll do the Black Friday, what are the best sales coming up then soon, and so many videos I'm behind on, obviously, but definitely going to step it up this week. That is my goal this week, even though we're doing things like maybe buy a house soon. Who knows, guys? We got pre-approved from a loan, so we're going to be house hunting over this month too. And yeah, if we move, oh man, will this channel have so many changes once I have my own room that's a studio that I can do whatever I want with. I can do the lighting, just no more green screen once I go to a new studio too. It will be completely different. It will look more professional, and it'll be the exact way that I want it set up. Let's see. .120 Hz refresh rate on the S11, I'm hearing. As we learned last week, they're currently testing out a 90 Hz refresh rate and a 120 Hz refresh rate on the S11 models. Samsung is currently deciding which one they're going to go on. I think we learned last week that they have like 5 different versions. So yeah. I don't like the AirPod Pros. I mean, look, the AirPods never fit in my ear. They just always fell out like so easily. I guess I have a bigger lower part of my ear or something, but the AirPods never fit in my ear correctly. However, the AirPods 2 can fit in pretty much everyone's ear. I think they were stupid for not going black and just having white, but it's Apple's long game, right? Because in 2 years from now, they're going to be able to just release black AirPods, and they're going to sell so many because it's a new color and it's the color that everyone wanted to begin with. But yeah, they should have gone black with those, just because the tips are going to not be as good, but we'll see. Let's see. 3,000 is like 3 phones or more. True that. On Samsung device with 6, 8, 1, and 12 gigs of RAM, how much does the OS take up? My S8 has 4, but on 2 less it's free. I can tell you that right now. So, I have 12 gigs of RAM. I have only 4 free. So nowadays, if you have a lot of apps and the OS, yeah. Let me clear it. Let me just clear it so that all my apps stop, and I'll tell you how much I have free. But yeah, more than 8 gigs is, or about 8 gigs is what is usually taken up in mine, or at least 6. So yeah, so now that I've cleared all my apps, I have 6.7 free. So 6 of your gigs of RAM is now taken up in new operating systems with, granted, over 120 apps. I probably have, I do not know how many apps I have on this phone. I guarantee you I probably have over, I'm guessing 150. But yeah, let me see. I'm kind of scared to know how many apps I have on my phone. No digital well-being. No one cares about you. $208 apps on my phone. That is including regular apps, so like the OS apps. So yeah, a lot of apps. 6 gigs of RAM taken up. Sexy, but not for that much. I agree. Motorola Razr looks like classic folding phone pre-3G. That's what it's meant to. It's meant to tingle at your nostalgia chord so that you want to spend that kind of money. Got that Jay Leno chin. That's hilarious. On the Moto Razr. That's true. 755 Snapdragon, $1,000 plus price tag. Moto, are you high? Just a little bit. Whose birthday? It was a couple days ago. Oh, Quiet Storm, it was your birthday. Hey, happy birthday, Quiet Storm. Thank you for all you do for the channel. I really appreciate it. One of our great moderators. Thank you so much, Quiet Storm, for always going into the chat. Happy late birthday. Really appreciate everything you do. With the AirPod Pros are awesome. I highly recommend them. I think I will test them out. I think a friend of mine is going to be getting them, so I might just kind of like, hey man, can I test out your AirPods? I'm lending him my iPhone, so I think it's a good trade off, right? Which is funny. I'll be lending the iPhone when I do that. Anchor Liberty 2 for the win. I have heard good things. Yes, Scouter, please. Powder level over 5,000. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everybody drink. Don't spend all your birthday money. Yeah, don't spend all your birthday money on me. I know. It's been a while since I have it all. I like the Moto Razr. The Razr was improved and backed by Google. It would look customized, much like the Star Trek communicator. I so think they could do a Star Trek communicator style with commands of assistance. I so think assistant should have a word so you can call it computer. $300,000 subs. Did I miss a special? How long do we have 300,000? I think that was like back in February, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know when we hit 300,000 subs, but we've had it for a while, yeah. I feel like, I don't know how long ago that was. Everything is getting more expensive nowadays, not only electronics. True that. Dang gas. Well, I want a hybrid. Or, I have a hybrid. Why I want an electric car. Freaking gas, man. TV Tap free app lets you add to a Fire Stick and every cable channel. Is that one like a legal one, though? I mean, I know a lot of Fire Stick ones aren't always that way, but yeah. Have you tried sidecar feature for a Mac? Uses iPad second monitor. No, I haven't, but I do not have an iPad. That is one iOS device I just have never got. Well, that's not true. I've never gotten a MacBook either. But those are two Apple devices I've never gotten just because I don't see, it's not me. I have to have Windows. I can't have a Mac. Yeah. PC, not a Mac. So I purchased one of your handheld phone things. Love, love, love. I can now watch TV on my tummy. One of your handheld phone things. What is one of my handheld phone things? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you think about the S10 Lite? Big battery, huh? I don't. So I've heard the rumors, but as far as I know, it's nothing factual yet. We'll have to wait and see. I don't want it to diminish the S series name. I guess that's my thing, because it's not the first Lite that, Samsung had an S5 Lite, I think, but it didn't sell well, and it was just because it cut too many corners. So I don't want it to diminish. I think the 10e was great. So yeah, I would say one thing that Samsung should bring back for a mid-ranger, bring back the Mega, Samsung. It's time. Bring back that Mega, just ridiculous 8-inch display, mid-range. You can do a Snapdragon 710 on that. Put it for $500. I think it would sell. I think it would sell like crazy. Bring back the Mega. I think we're ready for like a 7.7, 8-inch display. I think it would do well. I mean, you could do like literally the same cameras you put on the A series phone. I think it would sell so well. That is one phone that I think Samsung could bring back, and it would get such a pop. Whoa, a whole bunch of drinks just loaded. That would be funny. That would be Rigsby. A whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everybody drink. What's in this? Oppo is getting a huge in New Zealand market. There you go, another area that Oppo's doing well in. And they're under the Oppo banner there or the OnePlus banner there? Rick, I like YouTube TV. The problem is I'm missing important channels, both local and national side, both cable and OTA channels. That would make a very valuable lot of customers. So I can answer one thing about that. I did research this, and there is an app called, it's not in every city though, that's unfortunate. It is in Los Angeles, so that's why I can use it, but there is an app that offers free local broadcasting. It's an app and a website. It's called Locast, Locast. Look it up, see if it's in your city. It's about in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 major cities in the US. And basically you can get free local TV, no cost to you. So it is a great thing to go with something that doesn't offer local TV. Like, that's my problem with Sling TV. It wouldn't offer the local channels that I would want. However, this app would make the difference. So that is something to look into. Again, I will have a cord cutting solution video of 2019 once everything kind of sets. So I'm guessing after Black Friday, probably early December is when you're going to see that video from me. But man, trust me, I've done the research already on all the missing channels of each streaming service. Note 10 Plus or iPhone 11 Max Pro, I can say after having them both for 2 months each, Note 10 is the better phone overall, in my opinion. The camera quality is more consistent, and yes, I have the Deep Fusion update. I also have the new Note update. Did a camera shootout recently with them, and we will get to it, but we will get to people saying that Apple has the best video quality when they don't record at night, because that's one of my biggest pet peeves, that all these YouTubers are saying, oh my god, there's no beating iPhone video, it's no way it can be done. Try shooting at night, guys, please. In your videos, try shooting at night. Compare it to the Note 10, compare it to probably the S10 because it has the same aperture, and you will see an improvement. Not going into a tech rant. Not gonna do it. New background, lol. Big age difference, at least babysitter on call. Definitely true that. Do you think the Galaxy Fold 2 will keep the same form factor? I have this one and I love it so far. I hope they don't copy Moto. I hope so too. Again, I like the phone into a tablet. I will say again, I think the Moto Razr looks just beautiful. I can't deal with $1,000 plus phone with mid-range specs. I can't do it. I can't. Can you recommend the best thin lightweight laptop in under 2K? Not off the top of my head, to be honest. Like mine, when I bought it, mine is a Dell XPS 15. It is a workhorse that I run everything off of. I do have an external graphics card to run this off of, but mine was one of the best ones of last year. Yeah, last year. I bought it at the end of last year, but I'm trying to remember if it was the top one. So it's an i7 processor. I didn't get the i9 processor, which you can get. 32 gigs of RAM. Don't play around with RAM. 1 terabyte solid state drive. I think I have a 1080p display. No, I have a 4K display. 4K display, touchscreen, Dell XPS 15, and it's a champ. It literally does everything that I allow. I don't have a desktop. I do not have a desktop. I got rid of my desktop, which was an Alienware. I was fine, happy with it. 3 desktops before then. I did custom build. I know people are going to say, oh, well, you can do better with custom builds. Of course you can. But I didn't want to deal with it. So with this one, it's worked great for me. Other than that, like, Razr's good, but I think they're just a little bit overpriced. If you want the flash, you want the RGB, get the Razr. Huawei still makes really good ones for a really low price, very lightweight. It depending on what you want it for, the LG Gram, that's 17 inches, freaking awesome. Super lightweight, super thin, but it's obviously not like, you know, you can't edit video with it or something like that. Not really well. But yeah, so those are the kind of things that, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so those are a couple lightweights off the top of my head, but I don't know every laptop out right now that I could recommend. The Surface ones I think are overpriced. I don't know. Yeah, those are just my thoughts. So what do you drink while shooting your videos? Energy drinks, whiskey? Mystery. I'll start a Patreon just to discover what's in this drink. No, company secret, Rigsby juice. There you go. Samsung 2 might not be sold in China. They're looking at it because China is upset with Samsung. No production plants in the country. Interesting. But I hope you get to go to Unpacked February 2020. Oh, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everybody drink. February 2020, the invites will be sent out at MWC. Will be sent out after MWC 2020? Wait, is MWC? Huh. Interesting. The timing on that is interesting because when is MWC 2020 this year? February 24th to February 27th. Then it wouldn't be in February, right? Or would it? Yeah, it wouldn't be. I don't know. That's interesting. I'm guessing you meant CES 2020. Guessing that. Why do everyone compare stuff to Apple products? Please stop. I've had it with Apple and Android due to phones getting expensive. I'm sick of the XS Max missing Android, but I can't afford every phone. Only get the phones which give you everything you need. I mean, I do agree that some people completely refer to Apple in every one of their reviews. Verge, God, Verge. Hate the Verge. So yeah, there are those that do that. I don't think any of them are good. Great production quality, phenomenal production quality. Those people are production quality is good, but yeah, I don't like that either. I don't like there's no reason to bring up this company, but you do it anyway. So yeah, there it is. Got Android 10 beta on the S10. How do you like it? I'm not into beta testing. I think you guys know that by now. I know a lot of people always ask me, have you tested the beta? And I was, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it, in my opinion. When does One UI 2.0 come out on the S10? The non-beta version? I don't know. Samsung is shocking people right now. I mean, I have a Note 10. I have the November update for security. What the fuck? What? 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 Let me put it this way. I got the November update before my Pixel did. Oh, I guess the Pixel ain't the most important. No, but yeah, it's crazy. It's like, that is honestly crazy. 2020 roadmap shows Samsung will be releasing the most of their products in their company history from February to September. Rough number is 20 new products. That is insane. Wow, 20 new products. Okay, let's count. 3S series. Oh, but new products could even mean, I mean, technically that can even mean TVs. That can mean, you know, because they do release TVs around the time. They release smartphones around that time. They're going to release mid-ranges around the time. They're going to release tablets around the time. So let's see, yeah, 3 tablets, 3S series, that's 6 we're up to. A new watch, that's already, or wait, 3. Yeah, I can see how they can get to 20. I can definitely see how they can do that. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions flooded. Everybody drink. He's drinking PewDiePie gamer fluid. No, but yeah. Rigsby. Let's see. A phone holder has 3 bendable legs. You can use it to stand on awkward areas. Oh, one of the... Dang, what are those things called? I have them on my Amazon shop. If you guys have never known, but because someone asked me this, like what camera do I shoot with or what, you know, if you want to see everything I shoot with, go to our Amazon page. That literally, like I updated it last month with everything new I bought, and there's only gonna be more stuff on there. So yeah, go to my Amazon page if you ever want to see what I get. Let's see. I canceled AT&T TV after DirecTV after 19 years. They messed up everything and bought it. Their CEO and yeah, everyone I know has said AT&T has really messed up DirecTV. So yeah, is Samsung Galaxy Note going to be a good buy? Yes. I mean, has the Note ever not been a good buy, with the exception of the Note 7? I would never say like, oh man, I can't believe you bought the Note. Like, it's always been a good idea. If you got the new Verizon Unlimited plan, they are tossing a Disney Plus for free for 12 months. True. If you paid D23 offer, Verizon stat, so you get 12 months free, then the Disney 23 offer. I got the Disney 23 offer. I did not get the Verizon deal because I don't have Verizon, but I did get the Disney. So I have 3 years of Disney Plus paid for I think it was $3.33. Yeah, I'm good. I wish I could add more years on with that price, by the way. I wish they would allow that. Like, Disney, just let me get, like, you know, 9 years with $3.33. I will gladly pay that right now. I'll pay that ahead of time. You can go out of business, you know, whatever. Like, I will gladly pay that ahead of time. But, of course, yeah, they're probably going to raise the price eventually. Apple TV Plus is a joke. I've heard things. I haven't gotten my free Apple TV Plus. I know I get it for free because I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max a million. But, yeah. Haven't got it for yet. Ricky, when's the HP laptop video coming? It's coming. I normally have a person that helps me film when I need shots of me filmed, and they have been MIA. Like, I reached out to them, they're not getting back to me. So yeah, it really sucks, but I need to try to do it myself somehow. But it's hard getting B-roll shots like that by yourself. Like, I wish I had a person that, you know, could do some shots with me here and there, but that's what I'm missing right now. You should, let's see. The new upcoming Samsung flexible laptop looks good. I have not heard about a Samsung flexible laptop. Please elaborate. Please tell me. Please tell me what I should search for. So yeah, the daylight savings time really tripped me up because I had to go, some of you may know, my day job, I'm district manager. So I had to go to a district meeting in the morning, and it just tripped me up my whole day because of that. I did not know. I was like, what the heck? But yeah. Ricky, you have to get the Leica 1.7 f lens for the Panasonic camera. I will look that up. Leica definitely means generally a higher price tag, but I will look that up. Right now, I am using, what is this one? Oh, this is a standard 14, so this is a 3.4. But my main lens that I shoot with when I shoot, like, that I would be shooting with when I shoot later is, oh, the one you were talking about, Leica. So yeah, this is the Leica f1.7 at 15 millimeter. So this is my main shooter when I will have the new studio set up. But this is actually the one how I get a lot of blurred effects too. So yeah. So I do have that, Alex. Shout out to Ricky, the smartest damn phone person I've ever seen. Thank you, sir. Thank you. What's up, chat? YouTube Tech Wife can take up that position. Hello, camera shots. YouTube Tech Wife has plenty of time with the YouTube Tech Baby. Full-time job. I mean, like, I say as a guy, like, I am in awe what my wife does with our baby, the sleepless nights, all that kind of stuff. You know, she understands that I need to go out there and work every day and just, but what she does is just absolutely amazing. Yeah. Oh, not flexible. The Samsung Flex. Got it. The Samsung Flex laptop. Yeah, I heard it looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna probably check it out at CES, see how it is, and hopefully get a review in it, because I've never reviewed a Samsung. I guess it's not true. I reviewed my own Samsung laptop. I never reviewed a laptop that Samsung sent out to us. So yeah, but yeah, the Samsung Flex and the Samsung Ion were their two new laptops. I'm curious how they perform. I'm really kind of curious about that that Galaxy Book S. But obviously that's not a workhorse. That is a all-day work kind of thing. All right, guys, we got 5 more minutes. Ask your questions in the chat. Whatever you want to ask, I will most likely answer it as long as it's appropriate, you know. And make sure you give a like, thumbs up before you head out, just because I really would appreciate it. So yeah, it helps out the channel a lot. I'm using a Leica 15mm lens, $300. Yeah, so I think we have the exact same one. Women are tougher than men in that department for sure. Yes. I mean, you guys know I can't go a day without a coffee cup or two. So I mean, no sleep is just, yeah, really, like, I'm worthless with no sleep. Hi Ricky, do you own any drones? If so, can you recommend one for beginners? I did own the DJI Spark. I sold it. I'm not into drones. The reason being that it's just in where I live in Los Angeles, there are too many airports. Like, there is an airport in every city. Like, they're small airports, but then you can't fly around there. It's something like, I forget the mileage, it's 10 miles or 15 miles, I think, from an airport. You cannot fly a drone. And there's so many airports around me. And where I'll be moving to, there's going to be airports there too. So it's just like, I don't know. I just don't know. Drones weren't really for me because I live in the city. I felt like if I lived in the outskirts of Los Angeles, I could have a better shot of doing more drone and aerial footage and all that kind of stuff. But the big new one right now for drones, I would say, is the new Maverick Mini, is it called, from DJI? DJI. Yeah, the DJI Maverick Mini. It's kind of like a higher end version of the Spark. But that's the one that's catching everyone's attention right now. And that one is $400. So I think that's really good. It's smaller. It's as small as the Spark was. So pretty much when it's folded, it can fit in your hand. So pretty travel friendly. But that one's a really good one. It has 30 minutes flight time, which is really good for one of that size. And it's so lightweight that you do not have to register it with the FDA, which is another really big thing that, you know, some people don't like about drones. So that one is probably the best one I would recommend for beginners right now. If you're looking for one for a lower price, you can probably get a DJI Spark still. And the thing about DJI Spark that is better than the new one is DJI Spark has guidance so it has avoidance detection, whereas the new one does not have that, meaning that you have to actually be good at flying rather than hope that it will fly for you, kind of thing. I've been reviewing items from Amazon, answering ads, Facebooks, and getting them free after PayPal money back. It's hard work. Interesting. So you're reviewing items from Amazon, doing that. Huh? Cool. Rick, is your opinion on AMC... What is your opinion on AMC On Demand? Like that they're going to offer a way to buy movies after they are in theater, but they need all movies anywhere integration. I have not really looked into AMC On Demand, I will be honest. I know of it, but I haven't really looked into it, so I do not know about it yet. I know it popped up on my AMC app. I was like, ooh, what's this? And of course, AMC's app just refreshed itself, and it was like, I don't know where to take you. So I'm not sure if it's complete yet, if it's out yet, or if it's something that's coming. But yeah, that I'm not sure of yet, at least. But yes, it should. I mean, Movies Anywhere is really amazing. I think I really wish Paramount, Lionsgate, and the few studios that aren't part of it, like I would have bought at least probably 30 Paramount movies if they had been a part of Movies Anywhere. But it really upsets me because, you know, Paramount has these deals on Vudu and, you know, Amazon or whatever, and I just want to be able to have it on my Google, and it's not there. So I'm just like, well, dang it. Well, I'm just not going to buy it because it's not on Movies Anywhere, so one purchase doesn't go across all my devices. So, yeah. Like, what was it recently? The Addams Family. I showed it to my daughter like 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago. Forgot when that movie came out. But before the cartoon came out, I showed her the original Addams Family movie, and I was like, "Oh, I don't own it," but I did own it. But it wasn't on all my streaming services because I bought it on like Vudu, and it wasn't on Google, wasn't on Amazon Prime, wasn't on any of the other ones. So I was just like, "Oh, but I do own it." So yeah, Movies Anywhere should be a standard. It is a standard, but the other theaters need to get on it. Jones can be fun and also constrictive. True. AirPods Pro or Beats Pro? I would say Beats Pro are still better overall, but it depends on what you're looking for in a headphone. Don't forget to check out 51st Date Questions. Thank you, MFX. For your super chat and for reminding us to do our cheap plug for 51st Date Questions. This is the apps that we made that I really always recommend for people. If you're dating, or even if, you know, you've been with someone for so many years and want to have a great time out on the night, do 51st Date Questions. It is a great dating app that I think you will love, appreciate, and apparently my viewers always tell tell other viewers that, you know what, if you play this game on your date, you're more than likely to get another date. So get another date. Even, I mean, you don't want to not have another date with your wife, husband, significant other, or whatever. So if you play it once, you're sure to get them on another date soon. All right. I have it on my phone. No dates in a bit, though. Soon I will be asking 50 questions. Well, good luck to you, Alex, and hopefully get a date soon so you can use the app. Also, Rick, I'm kind of skeptical about Disney Plus. I really think Disney needs to expand Movies Anywhere so you can buy it, TV show episodes. Correct, but remember, Disney's only one part of that. Although Disney started Disney Anywhere, Movies Anywhere did evolve from that, and although I think Disney is like the biggest shareholder of that, it really was just an agreement that all of the theaters made in order to, you know, have that. Now, do I think they need to expand? Absolutely. I definitely think that all TV shows you buy should be across all. Again, I have some stuff on Vudu and I have some stuff on Google Play, and they don't connect because they're TV shows, so they don't connect. And I would love for those to change, but we'll see. I think I bought some show on Amazon Prime too. Anytime it's a discount, like I'm like, oh, I'll buy it there, and then I'm like, I never remember that I bought that series. Let's see. Ironically, I have not yet seen Endgame. You need to see Endgame. Quiet Storm, you need to see Endgame. LOL, but I got it for my birthday and I got the code for Movies Anywhere. There you go. Joker is the best comic book movie. Change my mind. Endgame. Avengers. No, I'm sorry. No, Joker I think was a really good comic book movie. I would say it is one of the best films. Is it rewatchable to me though? No, I wouldn't say. So that's my little bit off tangent, but when it comes to movies, I have a definite argument with a great film and a great movie, if that makes any sense. See, a movie is a movie like I could rewatch over and over and over and over and over again and I wouldn't get bored of it. Those are usually blockbuster movies. Why? Because they have a mass appeal and they have a great rewatchability factor to them. I can watch Endgame any day of the week. Any day of the week. I can watch the original Avengers movie any day of the week. I can watch even The Dark Knight pretty much a lot. Like, you know, and that one was kind of considered both film and blockbuster. But certain films, I feel like I have to be in the mood to watch it, and I don't think I would always watch it, if that makes any sense. So I always distinguish movies and films because I really do believe that that's the difference. That, you know, they're all cinema, despite what Martin Scorsese thinks. But that's the difference to me. I believe that, like, best movies and best films are different in a way because, you know, they're the greats, the Godfather, the Casablanca, the, you know, Citizen Kane, the great films. But you have to be in the right mood to watch those, I believe. Whereas, you know, fun, crazy movies, well, those I think a lot of people watch. So yeah. First you get the money, then you get the khakis. Just, you know, from basketball. Why is there only 6 likes and 61 people watching? Hit the like button for Ricky. Appreciate it if you hit the like button. Sonia watched the Joker movie. It's good. It's a heavy movie though, I will say that. Hey, thank you for the super chat donation. Cornelius B. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it last. Disney, Netflix, Amazon. So we're going backwards, cable programming again. There is that definite argument. There is definitely that argument. Overall, I will say that I think Amazon is more about Amazon Prime than anything else. Like, I do not really watch Amazon Prime movies. I did watch, what was the latest superhero one? The Boys. I watched that one. I thought that one was great. But I'm not really too big of a fan of Amazon Prime movies or TV shows. I'll just watch them if they're there. But really, I get Amazon for Amazon Prime. So I don't think Amazon has anything to worry about. Sorry for hitting the mic. Netflix, I think, does have something to worry about. The only thing that might get me to keep Netflix is they're making an Avatar: The Last Airbender live show. If they do it right, I would probably quit Netflix and then get it for that month. But that's HBO now. So there you go. Whoa, Andrew, thank you for the super chat donation. Really appreciate it. Andrew D. Well, only pick one Joker question. Want to know how I got these cars? Joker will definitely put you in a mood. Definitely. Alright, guys. I think with that being said, we will wrap it up. So thank you guys as always for watching. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you can hit that thumbs up button, it really does help out the channel. Thank you as always so much for watching. This has been RCKY, the YouTube tech guy.
Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.